y'all, welcome back. This is my introduction for my Q4 project pan. Q3 didn't get as much done as I would like. There are a couple of rollover things. And for Q4, I'm introducing more yarn projects and fewer books. Did finally finish Count of Monte Cristo, so that's insane. I had the audiobook borrowed from the library, and I couldn't renew it because there were people behind me who had holds on it. So listening to the audiobook and speeding it up really helps. Don't really remember the middle, but it was good. I'll be doing a video on that soon, possibly resurrecting the crit knit, and potentially bringing my boyfriend into it, because I don't have enough unique hats and scarves to do the entire cast of Monte Cristo. Anyway, you're here for Q4 introduction. I'm sitting at my desk and I've taped up my notes on a piece of loose leaf paper right here. So if you see me looking that way, that's what that is. So because I have yarn out the most, we're going to start with yarn this time, breaking the chain, or breaking the usual pattern. So doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 projects this go around. Hopefully it works. A few of them are kind of give me projects, and a few of them are harder. But I have a lot of stuff I need to get through. So first, one thing I want to finish is the Monte Cristo gloves. I made some decent progress on these last term, but I definitely want to finish them because they are going to be a Christmas gift, so kind of need to finish that. So that's one. Put these over here. And then next is I'm making a sweater for my niece. She is 16 months old, but I'm making it in size 2 to 4 years old, just so she can wear it for more than once. And I want to finish this in time for Christmas as well. And then they're all tangled. So next thing I want to make progress on, not necessarily finish, is this other sweater. So this lighter green yarn is one of 5 skeins I got in the UK, and I finally found a pattern that I can use it for. But I got 1,200 meters worth of yarn, which is about 1,300 yards. And I realized to make a sweater in my actual size, I need about 1,500 yards instead of 1,300. So what I'm doing is I've added like a little bit of a contrast color for the neckline, and I'm gonna wind up making the sleeves a little bit shorter as well to make it sort of a 3/4 length sleeve. But yeah, so I just want to get through the body of this sweater. I don't necessarily want to finish this sweater by the end of the year, just because it's going to be for me, and I have a lot of other things that I want to give to other people. So next up, you've seen it before, and I've ordered extra yarn for it because I've realized I need to I didn't have the right number in order to make it an actual functional blanket. This is the Rowan Blanket. I made it to the bright green panel, but I still have yellow, orange, red, dark red, and pink to go. But yeah, so there's that. I want to finish that by the end of the year. And finally, for the yarn projects, is the odds and ends blanket. I've been adding to this a little bit since I got it out of the project last quarter. I just want to add 5 more skeins to this, including this orange skein. So total of 5 extra skeins for that, and I don't think 5 skeins is going to finish it by any means. Because it's an odds and ends blanket, and so there's a lot of like partial skeins in there, which I am counting. so those are my 5 yarn projects for this quarter. And let's go to reading next. I've reduced the number of books that I want to finish this quarter, just because I've realized I've not hit a lot of reading goals. So I'm rolling over The Counter-Revolution of 1776. Of the ones I've been perusing last quarter, this was the most interesting. So I'm gonna try and finish that, or at least get through halfway or so. Then my classics book is Wuthering Heights. I know I've said I hate it, and I'm only doing it for YouTube, because I hate it, but I want to see if I can redeem it this go round, because last time I read it, it was in high school. I read it in about 18 hours, which probably contributed. Another thing that probably contributed is that I was reading it because we had to take a quiz on it, because, you know, English class, and then the quiz got canceled, so kind of peeved about that. But, and then the third fun book is Time's Comfort by Deborah Harkness. I've already read the All Souls trilogy, that this is sort of an offshoot from. Really good, by the way. Also, have not yet seen the TV show. I want to, but it's also like I don't want to overload my subscription feeds and stuff, and now that I'm a student I don't necessarily have the budget to see everything, or stream everything, but yeah, so I want to finish Time's Comfort as well. So let's do the makeup. So still have 12 products. First up is the CoverGirl True Blend Foundation Comfort Matte. I am the shade L20. It is a fairly good shade match at this time of year and a little bit later when I get slightly less sun. And I want to see if I can finish it. Don't know how possible that's going to be because I don't usually wear foundation every single day. But yeah, I want to finish that just because I've realized I don't wear foundation a bunch, so it's not worth it to have a bunch of foundation lying around. And then I have 3 eyeshadows. So this top one is a pigment from Shiro Cosmetics that I pressed into a pan. This is One More Year. This is Asphyxia by Urban Decay, and then this one is Hopscotch by Makeup Geek. I want to finish, I want to finish One More Year, and then I want to get 1 gram of Asphyxia, use at least 1 gram of Asphyxia, and then half a gram of Hopscotch. Of the 3, this is also like most usage, medium usage, least usage, so I just kind of want to keep that trade up. Yeah, so finish this, gram of this, half a gram of this. So those are the 3, and then I have 1 eyeliner. This is Love Drug from Urban Decay, and yeah, I want to finish this as well. I kind of tend to do it on the outside of my eyeballs, kind of like right there, more defined, obviously, but that's kind of where I do it. And even on like minimal makeup days when I just kind of want to slap 1 or 2 things on and head out, it'll usually be this and sometimes mascara. But yeah, so there's that. 3 lip products. So this is the Burt's Bees Coconut and Pear Balm. This is the only lip balm I have, but it's not my favorite flavor. So I'm gonna try and use at least 1 gram of this, which is about 1/4 of what you get, a little under 1/4 of what you get. So yeah, but I mean we'll be getting into winter soon, so yeah. And then is Urban Decay Vice Lipstick in the shade Venom. This is my sort of last purpley shade. Yeah, I've realized when I was, yeah, there's a swatch, but I've realized when I was trying to paint Aria is that purple is not quite my color. Well, not quite. It's not necessarily my jam. I realized I tend to prefer more either straight dark pink or browns. Like I'm not necessarily in for like the purples and blues and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it is a really pretty shade. It fades really nicely. It's a lot more comfortable of a formula than the next one was. So yeah, I want to use at least 1 gram of that as well. And I also want to use at least 1 gram of the soft matte lip cream in the shade Budapest. Yeah, it's a very nice brown shade, but yeah, but it is one of my oldest lip products, so kind of need to get on with that. And I've also, one of the makeup products I allowed myself to get in the UK was Crimson from Bobbi Brown, the one in the gold packaging. Yeah, and I love that formula so much more, and it's pretty much the same color, but it's also really annoying because it's $30 more. But yeah, so it's a souvenir lipstick, or Bobbi Brown is a souvenir lipstick, but Budapest is what I'm trying to use up. And anyway, moving on to more skincare things. Well, first, the perfume this time is Nirvana Rose from Elizabeth and James. This tape is where we are starting. Where my finger is where the bottle actually ends, and I want to see if I can use that up. It is going to be a little bit harder than some of the other perfumes because it's a roller ball and not necessarily a spray, so I can't use it as like a pillow spray or anything like that. But yeah, so there's that. And then speaking of the UK, I got this in Boots because I needed a moisturizer in the UK because mine ran out because I got a bunch of dry spots all over my body, and I tried to use my face moisturizer all over my body, and it didn't really work. But anyway, once my face moisturizer ran out, I got the Be Confident Day Cream with SPF 15. That's what it looks like. I don't have a ton of it left. My skin did really like it, but yeah, it's a UK specific brand, and my good friend who goes to the UK regularly hasn't seen it before. But anyway, so yeah, get closer. So that's all that's left. There's not a ton, and it's nice, but it's gonna be expiring soon, and I don't have access to anything like this. Also, I think I might need a little bit more SPF than just 15, but yeah, I mean, definitely want to use it up and cherish it. And so there's that. And so the lotion is Cotton and Lemonade from Bath and Body Works. This is the very last of the lotions I got when I was working there 4 years ago. So yeah, so I want to get at least half of this, ideally down to that barcode, or like the top of that flower right there, roughly half. But yeah, so there's that. And then finally is the Philosophy Purity Made Simple One-Step Face Cleanser. Got this a few months ago, not a few months ago, like a month or two, after I ran out of my Pacifica one, and honestly, I think I like the Pacifica better, because, I mean, in part because it's cheaper and you get roughly the same amount of product, but it's also just like, I would like this more if it did $25 worth of good stuff, but it doesn't, if that makes sense. Like, if it was, like again, the Pacifica Rose Wash does about the same amount of stuff, and it's $10 and not $25. So, yeah, so, anyway, so that's my intro for the fourth quarter of 2019. Holy crap, we're almost done with 2019. And so those are the things I'm trying to accomplish this quarter. So I will see y'all in my next update. Bye!